Hello there, the name is Mwalimu aka Simon Lyons, and welcome to the last and the 10th part of the Lightroom class that I've been offering. And in this particular session, I'm going to talk about the process of creating a preset for your editing or for your exporting in Lightroom. So without further ado, let me just load the software. And as I'm loading the software, what is a preset? When you think about what is a preset, I always tell my students one of the easiest ways to understand technical terms is understand them grammatically. Pre and set. That means we have pre means before and set refers to settings. So that means we set something before such that when you need to use it a bit later, it has already been set and we just have to run it. So for example, in the images that we were working on previously, we did a number of changes to those images. For example, we worked on their highlights, on their shadows, on their whites, and we did a bit of dehazing. True. So when we did that, we can and notice, for example, I shot those images at Nairobi Arboretum, and maybe it is not the last time I'm going to be shooting at Nairobi Arboretum under this kind of overcast weather. So that means that because I'm very consistent in my shooting, the next time I might find myself in Arboretum shooting images that are close to this in nature, I might end up with images that need the same kind of treatment or the same kind of processing. So therefore, instead of me coming again and editing, doing the same editing to the same batch of images for another time and all the times I'm going to be Arboretum, I can create a preset that is going to enable me to edit all the photos that I take under that particular Arboretum environment without having to do any editing. Actually, I just have to run the preset. So one of the ways of editing a preset is starting from the develop menu, and once you are done making transformations to your photo and you find you notice that I love how this photo looks, I love this kind of look, you can save that particular collection of settings, all the tweaks that you did in the terms of white balance, highlights, color, saturation, maybe HSL, things like that. If you sharpen anything that you need to those photos in the form of transformation, you can save it as a preset, so that next time you have such photos to deal with, you just run the preset and the preset does all the work for you. So for example, I'm going to select my photos here and I'm going to reset all of them. So when I reset all the photos, it means that all the changes that had been done to these particular photos are going to be reversed. So I'm going to hit reset like that, and now you can see none of the photos has that edit plus or minus edit icon down here, because as of now none of the photos has been transformed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit one of these photos. So then I'm going to save that the changes I made to that photo as a preset. So once I save it as a preset, I'm going to select all the other photos and apply that preset to them, and they're going to get edited also. And that means that I can now even import another batch of photos and apply the same preset, because the moment I import another collection of photos, I cannot synchronize that collection of photos with this one. They're going to be separate. So but it's because since I have that now saved as a preset, I can run it on any import of photos that I'm going to be getting. So let me have the first photo selected like that. So I'm going to deselect all the others, Control Shift and D, and I'm going to have just this photo selected, and I'm going to transform this photo like I think it's going to be good enough. Okay, so I'm going to first of all start by dropping my highlights a bit. I always start with the highlights most of the time, especially when I shot with flash or it was overcast or it was outdoors, because I'm going to have a lot of highlights. So then I'm going to go to drop my whites, then I'm going to raise my shadows a bit just to compensate. So then from there I'm going to dehaze the photo just a bit. I think that is good enough. Can I add a bit of contrast? Just a bit like that. And I think for a start, that is not a bad transformation. Let me just hit my white to see my before and after. That you can see in the before photo, the color of the t-shirt was lost, his skin tone was a bit lost, but I've been able to recover that. Let me just go easy on this contrast and a bit easier on this dehaze like that. So let's assume I really love how this looked on this particular photo, and I want to save this particular batch of settings as a preset that I'm going to be now using to edit these other photos with. Okay, so how do I do that? So with this photo selected, with the changes to this particular photo made, if I come to the left side of my photo where I have this particular preview of the photo, down under I have a presets menu. And if I go down there and I just go through some of them, you can see I have them in very many skin, in very many variations. Skin, deep skin, medium skin, light skin, and things like that. So I want to save mine as one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new preset. So I'm going to come here like that, and I'm going to hit create preset. So the moment I hit create preset, I'm going to get this new window opening. And this particular window, I can do one thing. Number one, I can give my preset a name. I'm going to call it Wajukuu, because I made it for Wajukuu planners who are in the photo shoot. So then I'm going to have a group, because the same way we have, I want to have my own collection of presets. That is going to be my group. So I'm going to create a new group, and I'm going to call it Mwalimu presets, like that. So then I'm going to create that. Like I can see, the preset name is Wajukuu. The group is Mwalimu presets. So then down here, I can now select and deselect what settings do I want to go to the preset and what settings do I not want to go to the preset. So because I want everything I need to the photo to go to the preset, I'm going to check all like that. Then I'm going to hit create that way. So now, if I come down here and scroll downwards, I'm going to find a preset. I'm going to find a group. Then once I collapse it, I'm going to find the Wajukuu preset. And now if I click another photo like that, and I click on this preset, see what happens? It gets that kind of transformation. So that means that even if I select all of them, just like that, and I just click on this preset, all of them are going to get that kind of transformation done to them in the shortest time possible. Okay, so like you can see, I have a Wajukuu preset, and then I'm going to apply it. So here we are, Wajukuu. So you can see, as now we have it, all of them have the transformation. Okay, you can see the before and after, all of them have the transformation. All of them have the transformation. And it is also possible for us to apply this this particular preset at the point of us importing our photos. Like I said at the previous video about importing, you cannot import the same photos twice. So for the purpose of showing this, I'm going to remove this collection, then import it again. At the point of us importing, I'm going to apply that preset, and our photos are going to get imported, and at the same time get these changes done to them. So I'm going to go to my library mode, and I'm going to remove this collection. Just right click on it and remove. Yes, and you're going to remove it. And now, like you can see, I'm going to go to my files once again, lines 24 inflow, July, Wajukuu, select to edit. And like I said, the easiest way to import is just drag and drop. I'm going to drag and drop this to Lightroom like that, drop it here. And now I'm going to get the import window. So what I'm going to do different this time around is, if I come to this other side where there is file handling, there's an option of apply during import. Okay, so when I click on this one, I'm going to select my preset. So when I click on this setting, I'm going to get all the list of presets here loaded, and I'm going to find my collection of presets here. This is my group, and this is the preset. So this means that when these photos get imported, I'm going to have these changes done to them at the same time. Okay, so without further ado, let me just let the software to load, because it looks like it wants to freeze on me. Then I'm going to click import like that, and immediately I'm going to be at the same time, I'm importing the photos, and at the same time, I'm transforming the photos. Now you can see the photos have been imported, and at the same time, the photos have been transformed in the forms, in the same way I transformed the settings that I saved in the preset. So that is the highlights, the shadows, the whites, and the dehaze. So let me just see if I can load one of them, like that one. And now like you can see, the before and after is different, and that is how you make and work with the preset. And that is the end of the Lightroom class. I'm going to be doing a bit of fillers a bit later, but that is the end. Thank you for watching. Mwalimu is out.